Turn on your videos. Ruchika, Tanushree, Nehal, Arav, Joshika, Aryaloka.
Excuse me, ma'am, my camera is actually not working.
Why?
Ma'am, I don't know, it's not turning on. Should I leave and join?
Who is that?
Ma'am,
Ruchika.
this is Ruhika.
I think yesterday it was on.
Yes, ma'am, it's not working today. I think it's a glitch. I'll just leave and join.
Okay. Aryaloka,
Yes, ma'am.
Arav,
Ma'am, what's up?
Nehal, Priyansh, Joshika. If you don't turn on, I'll remove from the class, students.
Ma'am, what's
If I remove once, you cannot join again. Aryaloka, how many times I have to call you, Arya? Should I remove you?
Ma'am, can you give me 5 minutes, ma'am? I'm getting my book.
Tanushree, what problem with you? Okay, what we have discussed in last class, students? Please answer.
Ma'am, we did the fragmentation part.
Yeah, and then
Yes, ma'am.
fraction we have discussed in Spirogera. Then I have started one more. What is that?
Ma'am,
Yeah,
regeneration.
we have yes, we have started regeneration. Okay, and we discussed about regeneration also. Okay, it is the process in which organism has the ability, it have the ability to regenerate the new individual, right? So that is regeneration. So examples what we have seen in which organisms you can find regeneration process. What examples I gave you?
House lizard.
A house lizard, yeah, it is regeneration but doesn't comes under reproduction. I told you. What examples I gave you? Hydra and this structure
Planaria.
area. Yeah. Okay. So in today's class, we are going to see in Planaria how regeneration is happening. So regeneration in Planaria. So let's see the structure of Planaria first. This is Planaria. It will be like this. Okay. So whenever a cut happens, so let's say we did 3 cuts. So we made 3 cuts of this animal. So one is head cut, another is trunk, next tail. So we separated them 3. Now each part can, so as there are 3 parts, so 3 can become a new individual again. Okay, from each part again an entire organism is formed. Space. Able to follow this figure?
Yes, ma'am.
So we made like 3 cuts. So from the 3 parts, each part is growing into a new individual. So this process you can consider this as a regeneration process. So the animal is regenerated. Done? Your drawing?
Yes, ma'am. One second.
Snehal? Aryan?
Done, ma'am.
Done. Camera is off. Aryan?
Ma'am,
Aryan, can you speak out?
Sorry, ma'am. Actually, I was speaking in unmute, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, my camera is not working, but I'm writing down everything.
Yeah, no problem. Tomorrow you can join. I'm
Yes,
removing
ma'am.
you.
Ma'am, actually, my camera was working yesterday, but I don't know why it's not working now.
So let me know once you're done. Done?
yes, ma'am.
Everybody? Shriyansh still drawing it seems.
Done, ma'am.
Tanushree also. Make it fast.
Done, ma'am. I'm done.
Okay. Okay, let's write points about this. Planaria have the ability to give rise to new individuals from their body parts. This process is called regeneration. If the body of Planaria is somehow cut or broken up into many pieces, each piece grows into a complete organism. Arav, what happened, Arav?
Nothing, ma'am. I just had to. My pen ran out of ink, so I got a new one.
Regeneration can takes place from any part of the planaria. So understand all the points of planaria, students?
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
understand? Vegetative propagation, vegetative reproduction is completed, student. Ma'am taught you earlier.
No, ma'am. We
Okay.
only finished budding and a little bit of fragmentation in class.
Okay. Let's start next vegetative propagation.
Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
I'm done.
Still some students are writing.
Ma'am, done.
Done, Tanushri?
Oh, 1 minute, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, I'm done.
Okay. Let's see about vegetative propagation. So we have completed asexual reproduction. Okay, examples we discussed are budding, fragmentation. Okay, so the regeneration. Next we can see about vegetative propagation. So this is also nothing but the production of offsprings. In the process also a new variety, not new variety. In this process also you can prepare a new individual. But what are involved in the production is vegetative parts are involved. Which parts, students? Vegetative parts. So this reproduction or propagation is called as vegetative reproduction. Why? Because vegetative parts are involved. So what are vegetative parts of plant? Can you tell me if anybody know vegetative parts?
Ma'am,
Like root, stem, leaf. Have you ever seen the plants? If a stem is removed from the plant and sow in the soil again, from that stem, entire plant is developed. Have you ever seen such plants?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so a new
Yes.
plant can be generated either from a root, okay, or from a stem or from leaf. If you take potato, potatoes eyes are removed from the potatoes and they are sown. Okay, it is considered as vegetative propagation. Here, seeds doesn't come. Seed is a sexual part. So, seed, flower, whatever the seed is there, because of the seed, the plant growth that doesn't comes under vegetative propagation. Only the plants parts like roots, leaves, stem. So, if these are involved in generation of a new individual, new plant, so such type of propagation is called as vegetative propagation. Okay, understand what is vegetative propagation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please write
Yes,
down.
ma'am.
It is the process. It is the process of formation of new plants from detached. What is the meaning of detached? That is removed. Okay, detached vegetative parts such as roots, stem, leaves, etc. of the parent plant. Okay,
Ma'am, done.
okay. And one more important thing, suppose you're using a root of a plant or you're using stem of a plant in growing a new plant. So does the new plant, whatever you got, so is it similar to the parent or not? Or any new variations are generated? Can you tell me? It will be similar or any new variations you can see?
mm,
If you
ma'am, it
sow,
will be similar. I think.
Ma'am, I think it'll be the same.
Yeah,
yeah,
ma'am.
if you sow like a red rose stem, okay, you will get again new red rose plant, right? So you will get exactly the same copy of the parent. What happened, Arya Loka again? Okay, so you can note that point. The new plant produced by vegetative propagation are genetically identical to the parent. Understand? Like
Yes.
example, you can take example of a rose plant. If rose stem is sown, So you'll get a same rose plant, new plant. So it is whatever the new plant you're getting, it is identical to the parent plant. Clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Done?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Loka? Okay. Next, we will see advantages of vegetative propagation. What are the advantages? So the first advantages we can tell is it is faster and more certain method of propagation. It is faster and more certain method of propagation. That is one of the advantage. So the faster you get the result.
Ma'am, can we include the beneficial propagation one?
You want to write down?
You know, I have my last blank pen.
May I know who is that speaking? Who are that?
I'm clear.
Priya.
Done.
Done?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Shreyans, you can write advantages. So it is faster and more certain method of propagation. And one of the just advantage we have seen earlier also, whatever the new plant you get, it will be exactly the same one. It is identical to the parent. So that is also one of the advantage. So new individuals produce have exactly identical qualities as their parents. So this preserves characteristics of food and flower crops. So as I told you, if you are sowing a red rose stem, so you'll get red rose plant only. And if you are using any like any with respect to the food, like you can take potatoes and all. So in the case of potato also, by sowing its eyes you can get exactly the same similar quality and um, similar kind of product. Yes, Roshan, what happened?
Ma'am, in the second sentence, the new individuals produce means, ma'am, I didn't understand the sentence, ma'am.
So you'll get a new plant, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever the new plant you get, that will be same as the parent. I'm telling you, like if you are producing a new, like if you are sowing a rose plant stem, okay, so from that stem again you will get a new rose plant. So if you are sowing a red rose, you will get again red rose only, red rose plant only. So it will be like exactly similar to the parent. Okay, so whatever the new individual produced here have exactly identical qualities as their parents. Okay,
Yes.
clear, Roshan?
Yes, ma'am.
Ruhika?
Yes, ma'am.
Why your camera is off?
Ma'am, I just had to go outside for 1 second.
Done?
Yes.
Just
Okay,
1 second.
next advantage, we can discuss next advantages. It can be used to reproduce plants that do not have viable seeds. Okay, can be used to reproduce plants that do not have viable seeds. Next, the flowers which are like if you want a good quality, superior quality flower, so in that case you can get exactly the superior quality by using same. Yes, Ruhika?
Ma'am, what do you mean by viability or viable seeds?
Yeah. I'll explain. Don't.
Ma'am, can you go to the last page?
Yeah. Done. Who asked this to show last page?
Ma'am, I asked it, ma'am. Ma'am, ma'am, done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now
Done, ma'am.
somebody asked me what is viable. See, here we are talking about the vegetative reproduction. Right here we are using only vegetative parts to generate a new plant. Generally, what do we use? Generally, we sow seeds, right? We sow seeds to get a new plant. If seeds are not viable, so viable, like we can say that if they have not, if there is no tendency, like they're not potent to give a new plant, like if they cannot germinate, in that case, you can use its parts to generate a new plant. That's what it is. It means can be used to reproduce plants that do not have viable seeds. If the seed is not able to germinate, what happened, Rutika? Why your camera is on and off every time?
Ma'am, it is on. I didn't even turn it off.
It is recorded. Meeting is okay. Understand what it means, Ruhika?
Yes, ma'am.
If a seed able to if a seed is not able to germinate, that is, it cannot produce a new plant. In that case, you can use vegetative parts also to produce a new plant.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Next, the flowers produced are of superior quality. So, whatever the flowers you will get, that will be of superior quality. The flowers produced are of a superior quality. Okay. So whatever the characters are there, like some important characters, if fruit, if some plants, if a plant is like having, it is giving a good quality food, okay, like good quality fruits, of bigger size, and if they are very sweet, in that case, whatever the new plant, in that case, whatever the new plant you get, so that also will have the same. So you can say that, what you can say overall, so whatever the characters are there, so those characters are maintained. Okay, clear? So you can
Yes.
write that certain desirable characters, certain desirable characteristic present in the fruit can be maintained. Okay. Understand what are the examples, advantages. So what is the main advantages? You can get exactly same copy as the parent, okay? And this type of reproduction help us to produce a new plant if the seeds are not viable, and you can get a superior quality flowers, as well as the fruit quality also maintained. Okay, clear? Priyan's done. Okay, let's see disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages of vegetative propagation? So we are telling that we get exactly the same like a parent, but if you want but if you want a new, like new variety, in that case you cannot generate that. It is not possible to generate any new variety. So it does not.
Ma'am, I have
Yeah.
a doubt in the last point. Can you just scroll back on my I just forgot one word, ma'am. I want to check the point.
What? What, Shreyans?
Ma'am, I wrote the last point wrong. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. I confirm.
Okay, shall I move on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it does not produce new varieties, and next we can also say leads to overcrowding around parent plant. Okay, next, very little possibility of dispersal. So because of this vegetative propagation, you can see, if ever a stem is come in contact with the soil, in that case, again from the stem, a new individual can be generated. Thus, around the parent plant, there can be an overcrowding. Okay, understand the second point?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, very little possibility of dispersal. Like dispersal is not a direct part of vegetative propagation. So it is asexual reproduction, which do not use seeds. Okay, so dispersal is not a phenomenon here. In case of like while dispersal is a separate process, it is associated with like seed is dispersed. You can say seed is dispersed, but not the vegetative parts are dispersing. So very little possibility of dispersal will be there. So these are the disadvantages of vegetative propagation. Clear? So what is the first disadvantages? We cannot make a new variety. Vegetative propagation leads to overcrowding and there is very little possibility of dispersal. Understand? Let's
Yes, ma'am.
discuss once again what we have learned today. So today we discussed regeneration in planaria. This is the figure which explains that an animal is cut into 3 pieces. From each piece, a new individual is generated. Okay, so planaria have the ability to give rise to new individuals from their body parts. So this is called regeneration. Okay, if the planaria body is somehow cut into many pieces, each piece is grown into a new organism. Okay, so regeneration can take place in any part of planaria. Next, coming to vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation is the phenomenon where the detached vegetative parts are responsible for the generation of a new plant. So like what are the parts? Root, stem and leaves. Okay, what are the advantages? It is faster and more certain method. New individuals produced have exactly identical qualities as their parents and can be used to reproduce plant if the seeds are not viable, and you will get a superior quality flowers and you can make a desirable characteristics of fruits. Okay, disadvantages are like it doesn't produce new variety, it may lead to overcrowding and very little possibility of dispersal. Clear with all the concepts, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Everybody.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then see you in the next class, students. I'll be ending the session for today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.